Hey, what's up, guys? Now, I know there are some that are Trump supporters and there's some that's not Trump supporters. Now, here's what I want to say. For the Trump supporters, I say, well, you got your man back in office for 4 years, but it's going to be an FAFO situation. And for the non-Trump supporters, I'm sorry, I feel your pain. I voted for Kamala. Not really. I voted for what's his name, RFK Jr. But things have gotten dire in this country. Yeah, as far as the right and the left goes, you have the traditional conservatives, you have the traditional Democrats, then you have the far right, which is now the MAGA wing of the Republican Party, and the progressive wing, which they call the far left of the Democratic Party. But I read something yesterday that kind of turned my stomach a little bit. Okay, I have an older stepdaughter and she's lesbian, so she's part of the LGBT community. And she doesn't really pay attention to politics. Um, she likes to ignore stuff. She's a 25, soon to be 25-year-old Gen Zer. And I keep trying to tell her, I'm like, you can't ignore stuff. You can't act like it's not there and it'll just go away. It won't happen. And just like what I told you yesterday, Facebook has now uh, got a hold of its internal moderators to allow stuff like transgenders are mentally ill. And if you see that on Facebook, that's all part of Mark Zuckerberg's um, new ploy uh, to garner some attraction to the far right. Yes, the far right. You have Zuckerberg, who's now courting Donald Trump, and he wants Donald Trump supporters to feel comfortable on Facebook. So he wants to turn, just like what happened to Twitter, which is now a hellscape. He wants to turn Facebook into a bastion of free speech. And what that entails is they've got rid of the fact checkers. So if somebody puts a conspiracy theory up on Facebook, um, there's not going to be any fact checking done to it. It's just going to be left on the platform, and you're gonna see posts like immigrants need to go back where they came from. Immigrants are dirty pieces of crap. Um, um, Transgenders are mentally ill. Um, uh, Ban the books of LGBT. You're going to be seeing stuff like that on Facebook because Mark Zuckerberg got a hold of the internal moderators for Facebook and let them know to uh, to allow stuff like more hateful speech on Facebook. He wants more hateful speech on Facebook because he wants to attract more far right people onto Facebook. Is that a good thing? No, it's not. It's not a good thing because Facebook is going to turn into another Twitter. Yes, it's going to turn into another Twitter. all because Donald Trump got reelected. All because the conservatives think that they're the loudest and only voice in the room again. And yes, they do think that. They think that they're the only voice left in the room again. And why is that? Because their illustrious leader is now president elect of the United States. And if you think he's going to lower grocery prices, think again. As a matter of fact, his billionaire buddies, uh, Ramaswamy and Musk, want to gut the IRS. And how do I? What I mean by gut? Ramaswamy made the statement yesterday that he wants to cut, like, get rid of income tax checks. And why does he want? And what's his reasoning behind that? It's wasteful spending, according to him. And as a matter of fact, he made the statement. Anybody who waits on an income tax check needs to find a better job. Yeah, Mr. Billionaire, the one that helped create one of the his biotech is one of the companies that helped create the COVID vaccination, and he made billions of dollars off of that. And then he turns around and sells the company and makes it billions of more dollars. And he was lashing out at the fact that Americans who grew up watching South Park, Married with Children, The Simpsons, Family Guy, uh, The Jeffersons, Archie Bunker, they are all idiots. He called half of Americans who grew up watching those shows idiots, who spent more time watching TV and less time reading books and becoming smart to where they can actually work a good paying job. Basically, they are happy in their uh, dead end of mediocrity. And this is the same guy who ran for president. And him and his billionaire buddy, Elon Musk, are who's founded Doge, the Department of Government Efficiency. Sorry, daughter will give me a hug. You know, Doge, which is the Department of Government Efficiency, which is kind of ironic because Doge is also the name of a cryptocurrency, Dogecoin. Yeah, Dogecoin. You see, I've heard a lot of from my wife's friends, who go to church regularly, that everything going on right now is setting up for the end of days. With with the Dogecoin, which they have now their own Department of Government Efficiency, Doge, where They want to gut the the bureaucracy, the deep state. They want to gut it and put little Trump loyalists in there. And now Elon Musk wants to put 20 to 30 upgraded Neuralink brain implants into people this year. Yeah, he wants to put 20 to 30 upgraded Neuralink brain implants into patients this year. You know, I mean, this is a free country. People can vote for who they want. But what I have to say is, with this one particular candidate, you're going to F around and find out. He don't care about you. He cares about himself. As a matter of fact, he went whining to the Supreme Court yesterday, wanting them to block the sentencing there in New York. And the only thing that happened in the sentencing was they gave they got him on the record as a convicted felon. They sentenced him without any prison, probation, or any other thing like that. And the judge gave him a Godspeed and sent him on his way. So why didn't they just drop the case instead of going through all this rigmarole? Why didn't they just drop the case instead of having him come into court just to do what they should have done, drop the case and give him a Godspeed and send him on his way? There's something not right with this judicial system here. There's really not. But here's the thing, though. Look at California. And I want to send my prayers and thoughts out to the people out there in California who lost their homes, who lost their livelihood, and a few of them lost their life. 11 so far, and it's only going to rise from there. I mean, yes, yeah, like Jamie Lee Curtis, Billy Crystal, they're rich, they're famous, but still, they lost their homes. Billy Crystal lost his home. Is he rich? Yes. Can he rebuild? Yes. Will it take time? Yes. But it's just the situation. No, uh, even even the A-list celebrities, even if you're rich, you don't deserve to lose your home in a fire. You don't. And with everything going on out there in California, like the water conservation, the water rationing, a spokesman for the fire department stated that some of the homes could have been saved if they hadn't been doing the water rationing, because quite a few of the fire hydrants that they pulled up to battle the blaze had no water in them. So the only thing they could do was unhook and drive on. So that's why a lot of places there in Los Angeles is now basically rubble and ashes because of the water rationing and the water conservation that they have going on in California. They just weren't prepared for something like this. I mean, I understand that they do have wildfires out there, and they do get them under control. But what's going on right now, where you have 5 fires going at once, and you got the water rationing, which is obviously failing because it's costing people's lives and it's costing people's homes. I mean, it's okay to conserve on water. It's okay. It's okay to ration water when when it's needed. But if you have raging fires, you don't need it. And then you have the L.A. mayor. I think her name is Karen Bass, who was, mind you, who was out of the country and gone to South Africa during all this. She came back and couldn't answer even the basic questions on why she had cut funding to the fire department and was given that money to the migrants coming in. You know, you don't cut money to the fire department. You don't. That's stupid. And then she couldn't answer questions on uh, why they were doing a water ration during a fire. It just don't make no sense. Like always, guys, like, subscribe, and comment on my channel. Hit that bell notification for any new uploads. This is Robert with the Patriot Podcast, and I'm out. Y'all have a good Saturday. Peace.